This is the Glen Echo Carousel, also known as the Carousel Carousel. Arriving in 1921 and restored in 2003, the Glen Echo Carousel still runs today and is the only carousel of its age and quality that has remained in its original location. Glen Echo was an amusement park which operated from 1899 to 1968. When it closed, the carousel was sold to a Virginia collector. However, local residents raised $80,000 to purchase it back. The carousel was donated to the National Park Service with the understanding that it will remain at Glen Echo Park and be operated for the public's enjoyment. This carousel is also a part of the Civil Rights Movement. In the summer of 1960, 3 years before Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s March on Washington, Maryland's Glen Echo Park became the center of desegregation efforts. In the 1960s, because of Jim Crow segregation laws, African Americans were not allowed to enter Glen Echo Park. Since the park was popular and all-white, civil rights activists thought that protesting there would be a great opportunity to draw attention to their cause. When they arrived at Glen Echo, they held protest signs in the parking lot. They were surprised to find support from local white citizens. With the help of the community members, they entered the park. They soon found that many of the attractions and restaurants shut their doors when they saw them coming. 13 Howard University students got on the Carousel Carousel. While on the carousel, security guard Frank Collins approached the leader of the students, Lawrence Henry. Collins asked Henry his race and demanded he leave the park. Henry responded, "I would like to know why I cannot come to your park. My race? I belong to the human race." 5 students were arrested as a result of riding the carousel. William L. Griffin, Cecil T. Washington, Jr., Marvis Sanders, Michael A. Proctor, and future Maryland State Senator Gwendolyn Green were detained for trespassing, and the rest of the protesters were asked to leave the park. The protests continued throughout the summer of 1960, but the owners still refused to desegregate. That winter, a local resident who had an important job in the federal government convinced U.S. Attorney General Robert F. Kennedy to get involved. Finally, on March 14, 1961, the Glen Echo Park opened to all races for the first time in its 52-year history. The charges against the student protesters were dropped by the Supreme Court 4 years later. Many people point to Glen Echo as the starting point for civil rights movement. You can visit Glen Echo today, and it is run by the National Park Service.